Thanks for watching this video on typical financing terms for auto loans if you have bad credit. Don't let all the confusing financing terms confuse you if you're shopping for a car and you don't have perfect credit. Just make sure that you have a steady job with a steady history. If you make at least $300 or more a week, you should be able to get financing. An auto loan, if you have bad credit, will mean that your job is basically your collateral along with the car that you're buying. Interest rates for auto loans of this type are usually quite high. If you have bad credit, your score is probably a lot less than 700, closer to 5. And auto lending companies use these scores to basically calculate your interest rate. So you will have a high interest rate if you're given a loan and you don't have a very high.
The payment terms are also debatable, or you can work them out with your lender. A lot of them will give you a payment schedule of every 2 weeks. So instead of paying a monthly payment, they'll actually have you pay a little bit more frequently and just make it more consistent, because I think that's easier for them to actually keep track of where your loan is at if you pay on it more often. And some of them will actually set up a bill pay that comes right out of your paycheck, like an auto debit, if you authorize them to do that. So that will also improve your chances, because that's another way that they can make sure that they're definitely going to get paid on time. If you have bankruptcy, repossessions, anything like that, you can still get financing for a car, but it will be a lot harder to find. And usually lenders will use that as a definite reason to jack up the price of the car itself. So they could use that as an excuse to basically add 25 or 30% on top of the actual usual cost of the car. If you haven't read this full article yet, you can do it at badcreditautoloansite.com, or you can click on the link at the top of this video's description. And if you're interested about managing your own credit using a credit piece of credit software, go to www.mycreditlocker.com. And if you're looking for any kind of ID protection, identity theft protection, go to www.scoredriven.com.